Everyone has a choice. And every choice has a consequence.
I'm bigger than my body.
We didn't defeat the Dark One. We set him free.
I never had produced a fantasy series before, so it was an incredible challenge, which I loved. And I read Rafe's treatment for the season, and then I started to read the books before on season 1. So it's an interesting challenge doing it. Celebrating the books themselves and the fans, plus getting a new audience on board.
Season 1 prepared already quite a lot. I mean, it was easy to dive in, and of course you have to get into the world of Wheel of Time, and I didn't read the books before, so I just heard of, and when I got the job, Marigo actually and Rafe, they were my first people I was talking to, and well, you just dive in and you absorb everything because it's so much information you get, and you have to know, and you have to create a knowledge in order to make this work, to shoot.
I came into season 2 sort of like fresh, I suppose, in a way. And also, almost all the characters in season 2 have a new look or in a new environment. There's certain things like the Aes Sedai, obviously they have their colours according to the Arger that they're from. Otherwise, I kind of had the opportunity to sort of do my own thing with a lot of the new characters, which was and existing characters actually, which was all sort of like heavily based on what Robert Jordan wrote in the books. There's a lot of emphasis put on using the source material in order to make sure that it's telling the story and being as true as possible to the original.
I deal with a lot of wigs on the show. I have a huge collection of wigs, and nearly, I'd say 99% of the cast and background are all in wigs. So for me, prepping and making sure that not only them, but their writing doubles and their stunt doubles and doubles of doubles all look the same. So it's, and so when you look at somewhat an easy hairdo for a guy, I mainly put them into wigs, not only to transform them, because I love to do that on everything. I don't like it when when an actor comes into my chair and they leave relatively the same with just a little bit of makeup on. That somewhat annoys me, so I do try and change every single person, whether it's just by hair color or a beard or a prosthetic. So for me, having these actors, and they have all changed within the season 2, it's really important for me to show that in season 2 for the actors as well, because I know a lot of them have come up to me saying that they're so appreciative of the time and the effort that I've put into every single character.
In general, I think that the final design is more like elaborate, and if I'm looking back into the very first sketches which I did based on the impression from the books, it looks different, and I think that the result is actually the village, for example, looks better at the end than my very first sketches, because we kind of improve it a lot during the process.
I mean, it's easier because we work in the teams, and the teams, it's more or less the same on season 2 than it was on the season 1. So we know our colleagues, so we know how to deal with them. We already know each other, and we can go straight to the process, So we probably learn from mistakes which we did on season 1, but you always want to make your work as perfect as possible. So whatever brings you, whatever you read in the scripts, and it's a real effect, and you're gonna do it, you want to make it nice and believable.
We definitely look back to the books and see, we try to kind of stick to the original kind of like story and action that is written there, and we've got a lot of experts helping us on the set, so when we are not sure about the tone of the action and what kind of like feeling that should give, we always ask and make sure that the director is happy with the action, showrunner and everybody, you know, on board that are like the main creative like team are happy basically that it still sticks to the original kind of like creation and the passage in the book.
There are many paths to walk through the night.
It's not always the most powerful who write history. It's the ones who survive.
I'm tired of being a spoke in the wheel.
You're not a spoke, boy. You are the water that turns the wheel itself.